Okay, let me just do a few more of these ideas, which are, there's the Ford Motor Company one. Fascinating. Fear of loss. Okay. Let me talk a little bit more. I'm not going to do that one. I'll talk a little bit, one more issue around money and about the use of money in the workplace, when rewards work and when rewards don't work. If you reward people, will they work harder? Psychologists are very clear about this. We've known since the 1980s that money has a very, very powerful affective, emotional impact. And the affect is not what you think. The affect says that money, if you get it wrong, pisses people off. If you get it right, it has no motivational value. 3 quick examples. Number 1, my wife used to work for a big consultancy firm, and they used to have an increase in salary every 4 months. Your either salary went up or you went out. Why? Because the money wears off, the effect of money wears off. In 2 years, her salary doubled. And at that point, I married her. The second most important issue is the extent to which money is intrinsic or extrinsic. And that if you can, do you think it's a good idea to, I wouldn't use the word bribe your children, do you think it's a very good idea to pay your children for their successful exam results? Should you say, if you get an A, I'll give you £100, if you get a B, I'll give you £80, etc.? Why not? People do, parents do. Surely that's motivation, isn't it? I struggle for an A, I get more money. A B, I don't get as much money, so I work harder for the dosh. Is that not what people think? Does that work?
You're kind of doing it for the wrong reason, aren't you? Rather than the
exactly. Exactly. What you're doing. Let me illustrate this with a little story. And Evgeny has given me signs that I must wrap up soon. This is the story. It's a true story. It's a friend of mine who lives near me. Brilliant man. Astonishingly bright man. And he has a lovely, lovely study by a park. In the park, children play in the summertime. They make a lot of noise. He's typing his books. He's sitting here in this lovely glass, airy study out there. The children make a lot of noise. Anyone got any suggestions about how to get rid of the children, how to solve the problem? Earplugs? Rottweilers?
Move the study.
Move the study? It's a bit expensive. Work at night? Anything else? Anything to do with money? You don't want to use money to bribe them to go away? Called the mafia method. If you say, if you go away, I'll give you £1, what happens tomorrow?
They come back.
So how can you use money to motivate them to go away? The theory, say again?
Pay them weekly.
No? Well, you could pay them weekly. That's very clever. That's very clever. No, this is what he did. He goes in the park and says, children, I like the sound of your happy voices. I like you playing here, he said, lying through his teeth and wearing corduroy because he's an academic. I'm going to give you £1 to carry on playing. So they took the money. And their mommies and daddies said, don't take the money from strange old academics. And they took the money. And the next day he came into the park and said, thank you, children, here's your play money. Each of you get £1 for playing. And they went away very happily. On the 3rd day, there were a few more of them. But on the 4th day, and if I can get the Anglican cadence right, but on the 4th day, he went in and said, children, I'm sorry, I cannot pay you. I haven't been to the bank. I can't pay you your play money. Well, they said, if you think we're going to carry on here for nothing, we're going. Money can be powerfully demotivating. There's a wonderful book on this particular topic. It's called Punished by Rewards by a man called Alfie Cohn. You know what you're doing? You're turning intrinsic motivation to extrinsic motivation. If you pay creative people for being creative, they become less creative. Money demotivates. And yet, they say in the books, money is a great motivator. Money doesn't work for these tasks. It has the opposite effect because of the nature of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation.